2022 Topps Heritage. That's Topps Heritage Baseball. We've got ourselves a factory sealed hobby box. We're going to be opening that box up right now. Let's do it now, Bart. I like them cards. I like them too. Love those Heritage cards. Topps Heritage right here. Hobby box inside. We've got all kinds of sweethearts. We have 24 packs. 9 cards per pack, okay? And they say that packs with a special insert may only contain 4 to take those special inserts, especially those autographs, and maybe we'll get a relic card as well. But we're going to get into that right now. But first, we need to know who are the contestants. Who are the contestants here today on The Cards Are Right? Let's find out. Let's start with my friend from Bonanza, Arkansas, returning for yet another break with his best friend in cards. That's my friend Josh, and he's got 4 teams. That's the Reds, A's, Giants, and Cardinals. Next up from Grand Rapids, Michigan is Taylor, and Taylor has 1 team, and that's the White Sox right there. From Leesburg, Virginia is PFL Phillip from Leesburg. He has 4 teams, the Angels, Twins, Padres, and those Nationals right there. Who is next up? That would be from Terryville, Connecticut, returning for yet another break. And he's my brand new friend in cards. That's Trepp, and Trepp has 5 teams. The Braves, Cubs, Brewers, Phillies, and guess what? Has those Rays as well. How about that? From Carlsbad, New Mexico, returning, I think, for their 3rd or 4th break with me is Floyd and Laura, you are here with 4 teams, the Diamondbacks, Guardians, Tigers, and those Pirates. And returning again, there he is. That's my friend from Milledgeville, Georgia. We've got Reese, and Reese has 4 teams, the Orioles, Astros, Mariners, and Rogers. There's no team called the Rogers. You're thinking of Aaron Rodgers. It's my handwriting. I can't even read it. What even happened there? It's the Rangers, the Orioles, Astros, Mariners, and the Rangers for Reese. And guess what? Reese's mother, Gloria, was just telling me about a huge card that Reese hit from a retail. I think it was from Walgreens. I think a fat pack, indeed. It was from a fat pack, and it's a Wander Franco 87 throwback autograph and auto. That takes my breath away just thinking about it. Congratulations on that, Reese. That's a huge hit. And then we have also right here from Sandusky, Ohio, with 8 teams. That would be Josh. And Josh has the Red Sox, Rockies, Royals, Dodgers, Marlins, Mets, Yankees, and the Blue Jays. So let's get into these cards right now. 2022 Topps Heritage Hobby box right here. Here we go again. Can't have enough cards, can we? We just can't get enough art. No, we can't. So let's have some more right now. Let's see what the first card is going to be, because you know we're going to get that oversized box topper. Could be one of them buyback cards, Bart. That's true. Or maybe one of those posters. What's it going to be? And it's going to be one of the buybacks. It's Terry Harmon, and that's with the Phillies. Who has the Phillies? That's Trepp. So right there, 50th anniversary Topps from 73 to 22. If you can see that embossed, that stamp. So this is an actual card from 19. There's no 19. There's a 19 though. This card's from 1973. This is an original card. They call it a buyback. They will retrieve this card from the wild, and then they stamp it right there with that 50th anniversary stamp. So look at that, because that's the design we're going to be looking at. But this was the original from 1973. So there you go, Trepp. How about that? You can see it's been around. That's an original card. Look at those corners. They're dirty and banged up. Don't say that's mean. That's not mean. It's also cool. That's a cool card. In fact, we'll put it into a sleeve right now. Terry Harmon for the Phillies. Let's get these packs out. Let's move that up on the board real quick, just to move them out of the way. 4. I'm sorry, that's 6. You're a rough one. 12, 18, 24. Nothing up my sleeve, and now there's nothing in the box. Let's find out what we got in these packs. If you've never seen the pack design before, these are really nice. I love the feel of the packs and the cards, but there's 4 designs on the packs. Let's see, where's 3? And there's 4 right there. Right? Yeah, so there they are. We've got Salvador Perez right there, Salvi. We have MVP Bryce Harper on the front there. We got MVP AL style, Shohei Ohtani. Then we got from those Red Sox, we've got Xander Bogaerts and Rafael Devers. So that's the pack designs. They're really cool. 4 different covers of those packs. Let's put Terry Harmon back here in the left corner. That's our buyback card. That's going to go to Trep. Now let's get into pack number 1 right here. 24 packs, 9 cards per pack. Going to be looking for a relic or an auto. Love to get a sweet auto, and we'll start with Jake Double Cheeseburger right there with them rookies. Let's pile up some nice rookies, including Wander Franco, Carlos Santana, Brandon Crawford. We've got Victor Robles right there. That's an inaction card, they call that. There's Matt Chapman, followed by Tucker Barnhart, Garrett Cooper, Jonathan VR, now with my Cubs, and you know what? He's a very serviceable utility man. Ronald Acuna Jr., who has the Braves. That would be Trep, so that's Trep's card. But guess what? From my personal PC, I grabbed this card this morning, and I gave that to my new friend in cards, Reese, because he loves Ronald Acuna Jr. just like I do. So there we go. That is our first pack. Into pack number 2. Drum roll, please. Who is our first card? It's going to be Max Kepler, followed by, there he is, Yadier Molina. How about that? We had one for Reese, and now we have one, and that was Reese's favorite player, Ronald Acuna Jr., and then now we have Gloria's favorite player, Yadier Molina. And who has those Cardinals? That's Josh from Bonanza, Arkansas. There's the strikeout leaders with Zach Wheeler and Robbie Ray. CJ Crone, he's off to a great start with that bat. Rodolfo Castro, Rowdy Tellez. Yandy Diaz in action. There's Soler's home run leaves the building, and most of his home runs do actually leave the building when he gets a hold of one. Good night. There's Matt Manning for the Tigers. He's a rookie. A couple of rookies in here that I got my eye on. One is Seth Beer, and the other is my guy O'Neal Cruz, because both of those rookies that are in Heritage, those 2 are not in Top Series 1, and I like both of them, Seth Beer and O'Neal Cruz. There's Joey Gallo, Yu Chang from the Wu-Tang Posse. There's Harrison Bader, Lars Chocolate and Peanut Butter, Newt Bar. He needs to be up on the board with a name like that. There's Kyle Seager, and there's Herrera. Wait, oh, I thought we had something there, but it's just my excitement. Zach Wheeler, Zach Gallen, and Joey Votto. One of the best to do it. Lifetime 302 average. 331 home runs right there for Joey Votto. So here's our original, 1973. Take a look at that. Back. Topps did it right. They came back with a nice tribute to the 1973. That's why they call it Heritage, right, Bart? That's true. Digging back into the heritage of the game, heritage of the cards. Topps was too big of a name not to go on, so Fanatics did the right thing and bought Topps out to go along with their licenses that they're taking over for all sports, basically. Fanatics, we'll see what happens when that occurs. There's Ian Anderson, followed by Freddie Galvis, Patrick Corbin. We have Big Pete Meat, or Big Meat Pete, Pete Alonso, Pavin Smith, Zach Greinke, New Age performers Dylan Carlson. He had a great throw the other day out in center field. Ball was hit over his head to the wall. It one-hopped. He grabbed it, turned around, fired to third on a laser beam. Threw the guy out. There's a belly bomb. Cody Bellinger. And Drelton Simmons. He'll be making his debut with those Cubbies soon. He's rehabbing that shoulder. Now taking full batting practice in the Cubs spring training facility in Arizona. Eric Haas, followed by Mike Yastrzemski, Harold Ramirez, Whit Merrifield. He's off to a bit of a slow start, but he'll be fine. There's Adrian Hauser. And Reese is here right now. Reese is here live. How are you doing, my friend? There's Adrian Hauser, followed by Miguel Sano. He's on the DL right now, a little banged up. Austin Barnes, Logan Webb, and we have Austin Slater right there. We need more rookies, Bart. That pile of rookies is light. Yeah, let's go here. Let's get these rookies going. We want to see O'Neal Cruz. We want to see Seth Beer. We want to see Wanda Franco. Bump, 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 bump. And we want to see UC Kikuchi, followed by Will Myers, Jose Barrios, Giancarlo Stanton. How about them Yankees? They're not only bombing, but they're winning too. There's Altuve, Brad Miller. And we have Then and Now with Tom Seaver and Corbin Burns. Two great pitchers indeed. Luis Severino, Paul Goldschmidt. There's Goldie. What's his career batting average? 293. Not too bad. Not a bad career Goldie's got going on. I think he could be knocking on the Hall of Fame's door one of these days. I hope so. I like him a lot. I love to watch him bat because he's got such a great disciplined approach to hitting. Old Paul Goldschmidt. Love to watch him take pitches. It's like he barely even moves. If the ball's not in his hitting zone, he doesn't even flinch. There's Hunter Dozier, Robbie Ray. And we've got my guy, Nicky Two Strikes, Nick Madrigal, Dylan Cease. Uh-oh, what do we got? I think we got a relic going on there, or is that going to be a short print? There's Dylan Cease, Lourdes Gurriel, and it's going to be a relic, and it's going to be Yu Darvish with the Clubhouse Collection relic card. Yu Darvish with those Padres, and that's going to be Philip from Leesburg. Look at that. That's a good-looking card. I like the picture. It's a two-color relic on the patch there. That's always nice. Very nice. So there it is, Yu Darvish with the relic. And that's going to my friend Philip. Okay. There's Ahmed Rosario and Evan Longoria. That doesn't really rhyme, Bart, but it sounded okay. It sounded okay. Yu Darvish, gorgeous relic card. I like that. I do. Let's see, is that the right sleeve? Let's try this one. Let's try this sleeve, Bart. I don't know if that was the right one for it. Oh, that fits much better. That's nice and snug. There's a relic. Must be in the front row. Yu Darvish, formerly of those Cubbies. Had a good year at the Cubs. Can't complain about that. Nathaniel Lowe, Jorge Polanco, and we've got Mr. Erica. That's not Eric Estrada from Chips, Bart. There's Dalton Varsho, DJ LeMahieu, and there's Freddie Freeman. You remember that scene when Atlanta won the World Series? It reminded me of my guy Anthony Rizzo. He had a similar reaction. Chris Bryant, I think it was a one-hopper to Chris Bryant. Gloved the ball, threw it across the diamond over to Anthony Rizzo to win the World Series 2016 for my lovable sweetheart, lifelong fandom for the Cubs. And there's Freddie Freeman, formerly of the Braves, but I enjoyed them winning the World Series last year. There's Tyler Rogers, Mark Melankin, and Ryan Zimmerman right there. Into the next pack. This one features Shohei Ohtani. Oh, Shohei started the season off a little slow, then he got hot. Then he slowed down just a little bit. Tweaked his groin the other day running the first base. I was watching that game. He's back, though, but he did push his pitching start back a day, so we'll see that. I didn't check in last night, though, with the Angels. Did I? I don't think so. Charlie Morton, so he may have pitched last night, or maybe they pushed it to tonight. Jose Altuve, there's Andrew Vaughn. I like him a lot for those White Sox. Kevin Biggio, the Professor, Kyle Hendricks. There's Max Kranick. Getting them rookies going. And new age performers, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and that's for Trupp. Jay Hay, Jason Hayward, and Luis Torrens. I like Jason Hayward a lot. I think he may have been the #1 overall draft pick back in the day with Atlanta. I'd have to look that up, but he was 1, 2, or 3, and I don't know. He was close to the top. It was either 1, 2, or 3. Jay Hay, Jason Hayward. Maybe he didn't turn out to be exactly what the scouts we're suggesting, but guess what? If you can play that long and be a starter that long and win 5 gold gloves, I'll take you all day. There's Jonathan Daza, Eric Hosmer, currently leading the league in batting average, Kevin Newman, Luis Frias, followed by Alex Reyes. Adam Wainwright, 40 years old, still dealing. Wilson Contreras, I like him. Emmanuel Clase, and here's Mike Trout. Is that on this card? See a little bubble? A little bit of a bubble over Trout's head there on the right. Leading the league in OPS, nothing new. Nothing new. When he's playing and he's healthy, he's going to lead the league in a lot of statistical categories. Slugging, OPS, typically always leading the league in those categories when he's healthy. And my favorite statistic is OPS. That would be on-base percentage plus slugging percentage, because you cannot score if you weren't first on base. There's Lance McCullers Jr., or walking or jogging over all the bases because of your home run. That goes to the slugging. There's Josh Naylor, Kenley Jansen, Hans Cruz, putting in the body language. That had to be a strike. Stolen base leaders, Trey Turner and Whit Merrifield. And Vidal Brujan, I like to cut his jib. I mean, he was back down in AAA, but he's back up again now. Vidal Brujan, he was playing second base the other day alongside Wander Franco. There's Matt Beatty. TJ Friedel for those, one of my new friends in cards, Doug. He's a huge Reds fan along with his dad. Both of them are huge Reds fans. And man, they cannot win, can they? They are not good. Edwin Diaz for those Mets. Into the next pack. Bryce Harper on the cover. He's the cover of this pack. Let's see what he has to say. He has to say this. There's Avisail Garcia, followed by Dansby Swanson, Corey Dickerson. And next up is 2021 rookie pitchers for those Orioles. Phil Gosselin, Lorenzen Kane, and then we have the flashback to the Bosphorus Bridge completed. You could read well, Bart. I know, 1973. There's Josh Harrison, followed by Liam Hendricks. And just like that, we need to bring in the second row of cards. Let's bring them in, Bart. Deed, deed, deed. There they are. We've got 12 more packs to go. 12 more packs of this 2022 Topps Heritage. We've got the Yu Darvish relic up on the board. Yes, we do. So we've got Ryan Presley right there, followed by Romy Gonzalez on the rookies. There's some rookie pitchers for you right there, including Austin Green. That's Austin Warren. That's Connor Green, Bart. There's Miguel Cabrera. We talked about him in Reese's personal break. He is one of 7 players with 500-plus home runs and 3,000-plus hits. 7 players out of all the 20,000-plus major league players in the 146-year history of the MLB. Speaking of a soon-to-be amazing, lifelong, possibly Hall of Famer, if he keeps it up, look at that smile. How handsome is he? Juan Soto. Juan Soto is one of my guys. Like him a lot. Look at Shohei Ohtani. I like that. That's a good-looking card. Logan Gilbert. Xander Bogaerts, one of the best. And Josh Lowe right there on the rookie side. Not to be confused, his last name spelling with his teammate, Brandon Lau. But they spell it the same way, Bart. How's one pronounced Lowe and the other Lau? I don't know. Ask them. I just know I had to figure out which one was which. There's Zach Plesac. Guess where he's from? He's from the town over, Crown Point, Indiana. Let's make sure, Bart. Yep, there it says it right there. Home, Crown Point, Indiana. And, you know, his dad pitched a long time in the big, Zach Plesac. He's one of many that's Guardian pitchers that I think is good. Jed Lowry right there. Jacob Stallings. Jake Adorizo. There is Charlie Blackmon, and I was saying this the other day. He is now number 2 all-time in hits for the Colorado Rockies. Can you name number 1 and number 3? I don't know if you can, but I'll come back to it. Charlie Blackmon now number 2 all-time. There's DJ Stewart. Aristides Aquino, and he was just sent back down to AAA, and man, did he come up as a hot prospect. He's just sent back down. There's Robbie Grossman. You know who else was just sent back down? My guy Joe Adell was sent back down to AAA. There's Brian Reynolds. He has signed a 2-year, $7.5 million to avoid arbitration. That is a steal. The Pirates stole him, and they stole my guy, Ke'Bryan Kobe Hayes. They got Ke'Bryan for 8 years, $70 million. I think that's a bargain. Not that I'd turn it down. If it was offered to me, I would take it too. There's Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Peralta, Isaiah Kiner, Falefa right there. Now with those Yankees, Anthony Santander, followed by Brian Goodwin. Tim Anderson. I've always liked him, and man, he's still playing great, top player. And then we got, look at this. Cue the band. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando. There's my guy, Fernando Tatis Jr. Yes, indeed. And around here, he always gets a sleeve. There's Christian Walker and Yanni Hernandez. Don't know why that felt thicker. It's probably just your mind, Bart. That happens. There he is, Fernando Tatis Jr. And some of them Padres are raking. Just wait till Tatis gets back there in the lineup. I'm going to move these over for some more room for our cards. Eric Hosmer, Profar, Machado. They're all raking over there. Wait till Tatis gets back. It's going to be on. There's Jordan Luplow. Uh-oh. We got some action in there. We've got a little action coming up. There's Yuli Gurriel, followed by Brandon Nimmo, Taijuan Walker. We were just talking about you, Jurickson Profar, off to a super hot start. Michael Conforto, and then we've got a green, so this should be numbered out of 273. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the rookie outfielders card. I'm kind of... Really, Mark? Can you hide it from us? Your exasperation, your disappointment? I want to see a player. I want to see like a green Wander Franco. Not a rookie outfielders card with 3 rookies you've never heard of. Oh, Topps. It is a beautiful card, though, and there it is. It is numbered out of 273. That is 176 out of 273. Gorgeous card. But, man, how would that have looked with the name Wander Franco on it? There's Hunter Renfroe, followed by Josh Donaldson. Yeah, this green is really gorgeous. Really gorgeous out of 273. Rookie outfielders. Up next, we have, lead the way is Alcides Escobar right there. There's Alcides. We've got Reed Detmers. I like the look of this kid a lot. Like his arm action. Adam Duvall. Colton Welker. Bobby Bradley for those Guardians. Lance Lynn. He'll be back soon. There's Yadiel Hernandez. Bobby Dahlbeck. And Sammy Long. Bobby Dahlbeck's getting some PT, getting some playing time over at first base. See how he does. And Trepp is here. Who's going to get the green card? That's going to be up to the luck of the randomizer. So who do we have? We have the Diamondbacks. That's Floyd. The Cubs. That's you, Trepp. And that is the Marlins, right? Let's see. Miami Marlins. And that's Josh from Ohio. So what I'll do is I'll put your 3 names into a randomizer and then click the old button. And that's who will get that card. And then typically, you know, if that would be a leader's card, it would be the leader that would get that card, who would ever be the leader. If it's ERA, strikeouts, stolen bases, whatever. And then if it's a tie on a leader card, because we do have a tie on the home run leaders card with Salvador Perez and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So then that comes down to a randomizer as well. There's Jared Kelly. You know what I feel about that picture? Really, Topps? You didn't click the button more times than that? There's no way Jared's mother would have approved that picture for his baseball card right there. Julio Urias, Garrett Cole, and then we have Jarren Duran. He's not getting a lot of PT, though, with those Red Sox, because they're stacked. There's Tommy Edmonds, Cedric Mullins. I love Ced Mullins a lot. There's Gary Sanchez, followed by this flashback 1973. That is Roberto Clemente. How about that? and Germain Marquez, followed by DJ Jazzy Chisholm Jr. One of the tops in the league right now in OPS. Keep it going, Jazz. I like you. Been saying it since last year. It's hard for a guy to come up, even a hot prospect, I mean, AKA Jared Kelnick, to get up to the top of the league, or get up to the top of the prospect board and then get into the big leagues where the pitchers are the greatest athletes on the planet and hit those pitches, because they will find your holes, they will find your weaknesses, and they will exploit them. That is what they do. So that's why Wander Franco is so special, is he's been raking since he's been up, and he is the youngest even out of all the prospects this year. You know, he's been up since last year. There's Cal Raleigh. Reese says Todd Helton, and guess what? Reese is, drumroll please, he's absolutely correct. Earlier I had asked, who is the top 3 all-time hits leaders for the Colorado Rockies when we saw the Charlie Blackmon card, because recently Charlie passed Larry Walker. He passed Larry Walker, so Larry Walker is now in number 3. Number 2 is Charlie Blackmon, and number 1 is Todd Helton. David Fletcher. Gleyber Torres. What do we have in there? We got another Sweetheart card, or is that going to be a flipped around short print? There's Eric Lauer, and it is going to be, this is going to be a image variation. And that's the black border. Giovanni Urshela. There it is for the Yankees. Who's got the Yankees? That would be Josh from Ohio. So there's the black border. Those are nice looking cards. They are not numbered, but they are short printed. So short that I believe that the blacks can be only 50 in existence. Not sure why they wouldn't number the 50, because that'd be cool. There's the black border Giovanni. Speaking of Jays, J Ram, Jose Ramirez, and Nick Pavetta. Let's get that Gio up on the board. Yes. Not a bad card right there. What is that, though? Oh, that was just some debris. Little cardboard debris. I thought there might be a print bubble on the card, but it is just a little bit of cardboard debris. So it came right off next to the third base there. Gio up on the board with the black border. Into the next pack we go. What do we have? This is 5 packs to go. 5 packs. Franmil Reyes. And we have Buster Posey. Is it me, or is it... It's looked fuzzy the whole time. What is going on with the Downtown Studios internet? Come on, Comcast. Get it going. So here's a perfect example. So there we go with the home run leaders card, and we've got Vladdy with 48 and Salvi with 48. So those two are tied for the most out of the leaders card. So those two will go into the old randomizer to determine who gets that card. There's Jake Cronenworth, Wilmer Flores, followed by JD Martinez. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful card. Nolan Ryan, the all-time strikeout leaders with 5,714. And guess who he struck out for number 5,000? If you know that, let me know in the comments. Who did Nolan Ryan strike out for his 5,000th strikeout of all time? Look at this. Look at how many Nolan Ryan had compared to all these other guys. 5,714. The next closest was the big unit, Randy Johnson, with nearly 1,000 less strikeouts. And now, guys, they don't even get to 3,000 strikeouts, let alone 4 or 5. The Ryan Express, Nolan Ryan. Miles Straw right there, followed by Chris Taylor. Let's get Nolan up on the board. Favorite pitcher of all time, Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. Yes, indeed. Nolan Ryan. Loved watching him work. Because, you know, there was some days where maybe he didn't have full control of that ball. So batters weren't digging in much. That was an advantage. There's Hoyt Park, followed by Elvis Andrus, Jordan Alvarez, Anthony Alford, followed by Colton Wong, and Odalis Garcia. There he is. That is Ke'Bryan Kobe Hayes. That's Charlie's son. And he's got a glove on him. He can throw the leather around. He's going to be battling Nolan Ryan for Gold Glove for several years. But what I do know about the MLB, sometimes when they attach to one name, they keep giving that guy the award every year. So we got to keep an eye on outs above average for the third baseman because Brian Kobe Hayes is going to be competing for that Gold Glove. Ozzie Albies right there, and recently retired John Lester. Never forget that Game 7 of the World Series with the Cubs back in 2016. They had Johnny Lester out in the bullpen, warming up for what seemed like 72 hours. There's Sandy Alcantara. I like to say Alcantara, but you know what? I hear everybody pronounce it Alcantara. Because the Cubs got a prospect with the same spelling last name, and it's pronounced Alcantara, but Sandy pronounces his name apparently Alcantara. So there you go. There's Griffin Jacks. Yasmani Grandal. Tyler O'Neill. He's built like a bodybuilder, if you've ever seen that guy. Dylan Carlson with the Gold Rookie Cup. Alberto Mondesi, Anthony Desclafani, and Christian Vasquez. Tom Murphy will end this pack. Staring off lovingly into the sunset, I think he was doing there. We still have 2 packs to go, and we have not hit the Wander Franco. And you know what? The checklist is 500 cards in size, and there's not anywhere near 500 cards in a hobby box. So do the math. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Chances are you're not going to hit that. And we haven't seen O'Neill Cruz or Seth Beer yet either. So the top 3 rookies I wanted to see were over. Let's hit them all right here in the last 2 packs. What do you say? I say, here's Jesse Winker now at those Mariners. Antonio Zenzatella. And there is Dylan Moore, Jake Fraley, Devin Williams with that electric arm, Brandon Woodruff, Charlie Culberson, Jonathan India. I don't think he's back from that strained hamstring yet. I got to check because he's on the DL, and he's on the DL of my fantasy team too. So I got to check on that. Brett Gardner, but I've got Jonathan India and my guy DJ Jazzy Chisholm battling for the second base position on my team because we got Xander Bogaerts at short, Manny Machado at third. So it's pretty stacked. My team's pretty stacked. Juan Soto in the outfield. There's Lewis Brinson, Rhys Hoskins, Trevor Rod, and I got Rhys Hoskins too at first base. And also, who else do I have? Josh Bell. And some other sweetheart that I can play at first. Pretty stacked. There's Trevor Rogers, Lucas Giolito, Gio Urshela, D.D. Gregorius. And we've got Nolan Ryan and Robbie Ray right there, and Nathan Eovaldi. And the last card, last but not least, is Andrew Benintendi right there. So let's do this. Since we're here, let's randomize that green card live. Let's do it live. We'll randomize that green card right here and right now. If you give me 1 second, we'll even do it with my favorite randomizer, and that is the Wheel of Names. We'll do the Wheel of Names to determine who is going to come away with that green card. So we have Floyd. And we have Trepp. And we have, who has those Marlins? That'd be Josh from Ohio. Okay, so let me do this. We'll copy that, paste it again, paste it again, paste it again. How about that, Bart? So it looks like there's more names than just 3 on here. We'll paste it in there a couple more times. And there we have it. So in this Wheel of Names, we have Floyd, Trepp, and Josh from Ohio. And that would be for this green 2021 rookie outfielders. This is numbered to 273, and that number is 176. There's a good shot right there. 176. So it's a gorgeous card. That's going to go to somebody right here, right now. We're going to do it live. Let's do it live. Good luck, and may the cards be forever, forever, ever, ever in your favor. That card is going to go to... That's going to be Floyd and Laura. Laura. That's going to be Floyd and Laura from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Let's see if I got that right, Bart. You did. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Very good. There we have it. I will make a little note on it right now. Where's your pen at? Give me the pen. Let's see. That's the green. Green to 273. That's going to Floyd and Laura. All right. There we have it. Congratulations on the green card, Floyd and Laura, right there. And congratulations on another fine break right here on a, what is today? It's Thursday, Bart. Thursday. It's raining here again in Valparaiso. I am ready for some sunshine. I know that. I really am. But thank you so much, everyone, for being involved. We have Floyd and Laura from Carlsbad, New Mexico, and they got that green at 273. See this? So here's part of my organizational situation. What I do is I make these little things. One, to acknowledge you guys that are in my break. Two, so on a random break, after I organize and sort all of the cards, then I grab, okay, so it's the Diamondbacks, Guardians, Tigers, Pirates. Boom, 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 boom. Then I put the card on top of that pile, and that makes mailing it that much easier for me. And now I know I don't have to remember who had that green card. So normally I would do that off camera because I know you guys trust me. I mean, who am I going to favor? I'm not going to favor anybody, but what actually happens. So we did that one live because we have time. That's the green going to Floyd and Laura right there. We got from Terryville, Connecticut. Trep, thank you so much for joining me in another break and for joining me live. I appreciate that. And Josh just jumped in here. Josh from Bonanza, Arkansas. Thank you so much for joining me. Taylor from Grand Rapids, Michigan was here. We've got PFL Phillip from Leesburg, Virginia. Thank you so much. From Milledgeville, Georgia, Reese is here. He's one of my brand new friends in cards, so I appreciate him and his mother, Gloria, for making it all possible. And from Sandusky, Ohio, we have Josh. Returning again. It's been a while, though, Josh. Josh from Sandusky. It's been a while, but I appreciate you coming back for another break here on a Thursday afternoon. And I've got a couple of personal breaks coming up, AS and AP. If you wanted to join me again, check those out. I'll be coming back live. I'll do it live here in just a few minutes. If you want to hit that like button, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Watch some videos. Hit me up with some likes and comments. And then as always, and Josh, I still owe you a list, Josh and Reese, and basically everyone else. I owe you a list of the value breaks. I've got a list compiled. I just haven't emailed it out yet. But if you do want to get on that list, it's the free VIP list where you can access cards for less than the cost of the cards. Hey, wait a minute, Bart. That doesn't sound like good math. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. No, it's not good math, but it is good fun, and I do it for the love of the hobby. Check me out. Email me at bartcards24@gmail.com. And that brand new podcast, you should check it out. The Baseball Card Podcast. And then anytime you know when those breaks are on the eBay, they're the least expensive breaks on the planet. So check me out there as well. And once again, thank you so much for being here, for checking it out, for participating, for watching. And I will see you in the next video.